Hello everyone and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. Today we are talking about the lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces occurring on the 17th or perhaps the 18th of September 2024, depending on where you live. We're going to look at the energy around this eclipse, and we're also going to pull some cards for your signs. So make sure you do watch your sun, moon, and rising signs for the big picture. And if you find that you enjoy this content, and if you enjoy my channel, please hit the like button on this video. It does help it get seen, so I thank you in advance. And of course, if you subscribe, then you will see my content going forward without having to look for it too hard. So this particular lunar eclipse, it's a super moon, it's a full moon, and this is in the sign of Pisces at 25 degrees. So this eclipses in general do bring about an astrological wild card, bringing in fated events. And full moon eclipse can bring about endings. We're closing out a chapter, we're opening up a new one. And this is the first eclipse in the Pisces-Virgo axis. So we're going to see this play out over the next couple of years. There will be a couple other different eclipses in other signs in between, but this one is significant. Pisces is endings, right? Pisces is the 12th house energy. Pisces also can be a little bit chaotic, ruled by Neptune. Pisces, highly spiritual, very intuitive energy, very creative, very not so much passionate necessarily, but creative, right? Very, it's like we really do want to tap into our emotions when Pisces is at play. Virgo, on the other hand, is very ordered, very practical, very down to earth, wants to create order, Virgo, out of chaos, Pisces. So this can be a time when we really do need to look at the balance in our lives, the balance between our physical world, Virgo, the things we do day to day, Virgo, and our dream state, our spiritual selves, our emotional body, our relationships, right, with ourselves, with other people, with the world around us, right? And that's Pisces energy coming in there. So how do we find the balance? That's what we're going to be tasked with over the next couple of years. But this can bring about full moons in general are about a completion of a cycle, and eclipses, we're eclipsing something out of our lives in order to eclipse something in, right? We're cleaning the path and we're making the way forward. So eclipses are very important as far as astrology goes, because they do bring change. And it quite often is really kind of getting things out in the open and dealing with things that have been kind of stagnant for quite some time, right? And, there's always something in our lives where we know we're stuck, or we know we're in a situation that's really not allowing us growth or the happiness that we want. And so something's got to shift. So some people will be having major spiritual shifts at this time. Some of you will be having major epiphanies at this time. It's like, whoa, I didn't see that before. Holy moly. Eclipses can also bring things out of the darkness into the light. We do also have, at this time of this eclipse, we have Uranus retrograde in the sign of Taurus. So this can bring about shakeups in our financial situation, in how we find our resources. This is also kind of breaking us free from old patterns and behaviors, right? So we can get a lot of surprises and some unpredictability with Uranus and Taurus, but it is a perfect time for us to cleanse and purge all toxicity for the rest of 2024. Pluto is also retrograde, has been for quite some time now, but it's just dipped back into the sign of Capricorn for the very last time in our lives. So with this energy, this is about reflecting on where we've been, what we've experienced, especially over the last, since about 2008 or so, and we're preparing for the new age, right? Some of you could get second chances, or maybe it's a major closing out of something here. So, with all of this stuff going on, it's really setting us up for freedom, to find a better way for tomorrow. So, some of you could have some big surprises coming in. Some of you are just finding that a door is opening in here as well. We do also have a conjunction with Saturn at the time of this eclipse. And of course, Saturn is very karmic in its energy. So there is a karmic element to this lunar eclipse. So Saturn is, of course, very much known as, the planet that teaches us something, right? And Saturn is, of course, the ruler of Capricorn. So this is where Pluto is right now, right? So big reflective energy. So you might find freedom from restriction at this time. Something could be really opening up for you. Saturn ultimately does not deny us anything, but Saturn does delay things to make sure that we're ready for the responsibility of something, right? And so it's usually very much to our benefit, even though it doesn't feel that way to us. So with this conjunction to Saturn, this could potentially be something very positive that is happening for you guys. So let's hope so. We can actually look back. Full moons, of course, we do reflect, and eclipses is where we do kind of look back a little bit. And there are retrogrades going on. Two of the slowest moving, very outer planets, Uranus and Pluto, are both retrograde, right? So it's a big time of reflection and lots of changes going on. But if we look back to the last two lunar eclipses in Pisces that occurred around this degree that we're having it at this year. There's been other eclipses in between, but we're talking about these two specifically. They both happened at 24 degrees Pisces. This one is at 25, so very similar. One was September 16th, 2016. So look back to the last few months of 2016, what was going on. The one before that was 1997, also September 16th, and also at 24 degrees. So again, look back to that. When I look back, I know exactly what was going on, right? One of them was in 1997 was a big career change for me. It was great. 2016, everything blew up, right? September, October 2016, career, relationships, you name it. And man, oh man, was that some karmic cycle energy that was there. So very disruptive, but it was also by my own hand for part of it. So, but it freed me up for the future. Challenging to deal with, yes. Painful, yes. But ultimately very rewarding. So if you look back to those two dates, then this could give you a clue as to what was going on. So having said all of that, for some things, we're in the hands of fate. And for some things, you may be pulling the rug out of something or welcoming something brand new into your life. So if you are watching this full video, check out all of your timestamps down below. And if you are watching just the individual videos, because I did break them up for this time, then we'll get right into your cards right now. But have a great eclipse, and I'll see you guys next time. And for you, Aquarius, we are highlighting your house of money. So this eclipse is happening in your second house, which is all about your income, what you do for work, right? Your work income, right? Your assets, the things you own, your property. Also your connection with the things you own, the things you possess, and how they make you feel. So this can be really centered and highlighted around your habits regarding money. Perhaps you are turning over a new leaf, and instead of living paycheck to paycheck, you're actually going to kind of balance out your money a little bit better throughout your month. Perhaps you're turning over a new leaf and you're going to start to be a little saver, and you're going to start saving money for your future. Some of you could have something coming to fruition in regards to your money or in regards to how you make your money. This can potentially be a time when you get a sudden opportunity to grow a home-based business, to start a business perhaps. Would maybe wait till a few days after the eclipse to actually start a business, okay? Because we want it to be long-lasting, right? But whatever it happens to be, there's something shifting, something changing, and something coming to an end in regards to your money and the things that you do possess. And so this can be very exciting for some of you. And for some of you, this can be a result of the lessons that you have learned that Saturn has brought forward to you, right? It's like, okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm ready for more money now. I've learned my lesson. I know how to manage it a little bit better, right? But you could be buying something that you want, something that you've been saving for, or something that brings you a little bit of a sense of stability and security in your life. Maybe you're buying a house, maybe you're buying a car, maybe you're investing in your future in some way, right? You could also, again, have something that comes to fruition for you at this time. So, hold on, I have a cat. Okay. My little kitty critter is trying to climb up on here. I'll just keep an eye on her. Oh, there we go. Hold on a second. There we go. This is Lily. She is 11 months old and she's not allowed on my table. There we go. Get rid of her. Okay. Sorry about that. If you like cats, there you go. You have a blessing of a kitty cat. We have focus coming in here for you guys. All right. And this could be where you are shifting your focus, okay, to material things, second house. All right. This can also be where maybe if you have been too focused on money and possessions, this is where you're releasing that. All right. But the focus energy is showing you that wherever you do put your focus, time, energy, and attention is what will blossom in your world. So don't lose sight of what you want to create. Don't lose sight of a vision or a goal or a dream that you have in your life, because you have the ability to create it. With the second house energy, you might be finding new resources to get something off the ground or to get something wrapped up, right? You might find resources in very unexpected places, right? But remember, keep your focus on what you want to create and what you want to blossom in your world. It can also show you that your focus and attention to detail is paying off. We have release, and it is important. Look at that beautiful card, right? When we talk about releasing and letting go, we don't always necessarily kind of explain what that means, right? But if you look at the image on this card, her hands are down, her head is to the sky, and there's beautiful butterflies that are releasing. Butterflies represent the culmination of a metamorphosis, right? We start as a caterpillar, right? Goes into a cocoon. All sorts of gross, gooey, challenging, painful things go on inside there. And then we emerge as a butterfly. But in order for that to happen, we need to release and trust the process, right? So surrender, release, step into the flow. There's something blossoming, changing, transforming in your world. Within you, you are the wave of the future, Aquarius, right? So now is the time for you to find peace, to cleanse, to let things go and prepare yourself. Because when Pluto goes back into your sign, direct at the beginning of November, you are at the forefront of change for humanity in some way. And it might be a small realm of your world around you. It might be on a bigger scale, right? But people will be looking to you if they don't already. So take this time to do things for yourself, to do work on yourself, to focus on the things that you want, the things that make you feel good, bring you pleasure. And the second house is ruled by Venus in the very sensual sign of Taurus, right? Self-love, self-care, personal growth, transformation. Now is your time to shine. We have the Seven of Wands, the Two of Cups, beautiful, and the Six of Pentacles. So the Seven of Wands can certainly show your confidence, your strength, your personal power to overcome obstacles, to face challenges head on and know that you will overcome them. It's a great empowering energy. This is also an energy of advocating for yourself and for other people. Standing up for yourself, standing up to others. This is where we turn and face our adversaries. We draw that line in the sand and say, ye shall not pass, no siree, Bob. I'm in charge. So you're taking back your personal power. Sometimes to take back your personal power and to regain your confidence, to regain your footing, sometimes we do need to draw that line in the sand and say, you're not coming with me on this journey any further. And it can be people, it can be habits, It can be situations, whatever it happens to be. Position of strength. The Two of Cups is here, bringing in peace and balance and harmony in your life here. This is also a focus on balance in your life in many ways. The Two of Cups, it's a 2, all right, and we're in your second house, okay, so there could be a little bit of magic in the air for you there with that. But the Two of Cups can represent balance and harmony in our world. What do you need to do right now to restore peace and balance and harmony in your life? Is it letting something go? Is it taking a leap of faith? Is it opening up to new people? Is it focusing on your spiritual self? Have you put your focus too much on one thing and lost touch with another? But whatever it is, there is this energy of finding the balance within. Now, the Two of Cups can also represent love and romance in the air as well. So it may be that you are dealing with another person, all right, in an area of your life. You could have new love coming in potentially. You could have, a business partnership that's highlighted. You could be starting a new job. There could be new resources, new money on the table for you in some way. Whatever it happens to be, it's feel-good vibes all around. But we do have the Six of Pentacles here for you. So this is a reminder, number one, that all the energy you put out circulates back to you multiplied. So we want to make sure that we are putting all the good out there, all of the positive vibes, that we're focused on the things that we want, the things that bring us happiness, pleasure, and joy. And this is what circulates back to us. But get ready to receive here, because the Six of Pentacles can quite often bring us something, and it's quite often a surprise, something that we didn't quite expect. And this can be a gift. It can be a little small helping hand. It can be some advice. It can be a gift of some kind from somebody. It can be something you find, right? But it's ultimately something good. Six of Pentacles is also a card of balance. Finding compromise, finding balance, finding that healthy equilibrium between worlds, between realms, between people, between situations. So very much a focus on balance and harmony here for you. But I'm going to leave that there for you, Aquarius. All right. I hope there was something here for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If so, please do take a moment and press that like button. It does help the video get seen. I truly thank you for that. It takes 1 second and it's free for you. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to my channel as well. But at the very least, drop a heart in the comments down below. I'll heart you back and we'll get all this beautiful energy flowing amongst us all and help us navigate this very emotional and intense lunar eclipse. So I thank you for watching, Aquarius, and I'll see you later. Bye.